Friday night baseball from the K. Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. Tonight, the first of this three-game weekend series between the Baltimore Orioles and the Kansas City Royals. Two of the best bats in the business go at it next on the show. Ben Lively is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Kansas City. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
This guy's a pretty good pitcher, and I was looking through the stats, and one thing jumped out at me: a sub 1.20 whip coming into this start. That tells me a couple of things. One, he's not afraid to throw strikes, and two, when he does throw strikes, he throws quality, and he still gets people out. It'll be fun to watch this guy work in this one today.
At the plate, Raul Mondesi. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Guys, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight, they come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty, coming off a 500 homestand, you would have liked to have played better in front of your home crowd. I get that. But they have a chance to right the ship right here. Get on the winning side, push forward. Game 1 of this road trip. It's not going to be easy.
Mondesi has what you'd call elite speed. His legs are a big part of his game on both sides of the scorecard.
This is one tool, Matty, I know nothing about. I used to get to first base, hand my batting gloves to the first base coach, give daps to the first baseman, and be like, yo, what's up? This guy gets on first base, and he's thinking about second and third.
And this will be taken in out there by Gomez for the first out. And with that, here's a look at the hometown Royals starting lineup card. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, Sel Perez is definitely a guy to watch right now. He doesn't let the pressure of the big moment get to him. I love watching this guy hit in clutch situations. It's like he takes a deep breath and everything stops in front of him. He plays like the Zen man.
Curveball looked at here for strike 1. He looks like he's toying with him here. It's 0-2.
Well, clearly this guy doesn't need many warm-up pitches because he's 98 miles an hour in the first inning. Newsflash to the offense, they better get it going.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Waiting on it, the left fielder. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Whit Merrifield next to hit. It was a 2-for-4 effort for him in Wednesday's game. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he takes a pitch right down the middle. Popped him up. Nunez waits on it, and the inning is over. Royals go down 1-2-3. It remains 1-0. Standing in, number 66, and he's a strong candidate for Rookie of the Year honors. If he can avoid a collapse here in the final months, it's been a great first campaign in the big leagues for him so far. And it's 0-1 to the Kansas City first baseman. Here's the pitch. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2. Got him swinging on the split-fingered pitch, and that's out number 1.
Okay, here's how the Birds line up today on defense. And this team right here is known for kicking the ball around. They have the lowest fielding percentage in the entire league, and it could come back to haunt them in this one.
In is Jorge Soler.
Right fielder, Jorge Soler.
First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Yeah, nothing better, huh, guys? I guess maybe the crack of the bat, but I'm not as partial to that as most people. He looks good and loose out there to start this one.
And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2. And set up working the plate is Larry Bullard, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Hey, D-Row, Larry Bullard, he's pretty much right down the middle. You see very few managers and players getting into very many confrontations with Larry.
Yeah, Larry lays in the weeds, Dan. Doesn't try and make it about him, and that's what the players love. He's got a pretty consistent strike zone, and he's approachable.
6 pitches, 2 strikeouts in the inning. Hard to beat that, and beyond that, he has to feel good about the way the curveball is coming out of his hand. That was a nasty-looking pitch.
Batting 6th, catcher, Salvador Perez.
Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He'll attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. The 1-0. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. The 1-1. A dive, but it's off his glove. Throw won't get him.
Yeah, nobody on right there, Dan. 2 outs. It's not every day you see a guy pick him up and put him down like him getting down to first base right there. Bought himself a base hit.
Well, I'd say what, there's a couple of things you can do. It doesn't take a lot of talent to hustle, and it doesn't take talent to be on time. And he hustled out of the box, turned what could have been a ground out to end the inning into an infield single.
Next batter to the plate, Brian Goodwin. He's set and the pitch. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
0-1, here it comes. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. A little bouncer. Perez leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Another one sent foul. The 0-2 once more. High and deep to right. Back goes Gomez at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. We're back to Friday Night Baseball. And that brings in Hunter Dozier. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
0-1 the count. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
You hear that phrase, climb the ladder, all the time, and that's pretty much what he did right there. When you change the hitter's eye level with each pitch in that at-bat, it becomes very hard for him to adjust and put the bat on the ball. He made that strikeout look real easy.
Batting 9th, left fielder.
Here's the left fielder, Alex Gordon. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 7 homers and 38 runs batted in. Working quickly now as the splitter's in there. 0-2. One out, nobody on. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are two gone.
Wow, talk about being efficient. How about 6 pitches, 2 strikeouts? Doesn't get much better than that.
And that brings in the speedy Raul Mondesi Jr. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. First offering on its way. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1.
This guy's one of the best bunters in the league, but with 2 outs, I'm not sure that's a really good play right now. He might be forced to go ahead and swing the bat and try to get an extra base hit here with 2 outs.
Counts even at 1-1 to Raul Mondesi. A bouncer to the left side. To his left, Beckham. And oh, the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
And that's what speed does for you. He made the play, but in the back of his mind, he knew he was dealing with the speedster, so he rushed the throw, and he had more time than he thought, too.
The center fielder, number 16, Paulo Orlando.
And that'll bring up the Brazilian-born Paulo Orlando. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach in 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw non-competitive pitches, Matt. Throw something down in the zone or just out of the zone, but something way out of the zone doesn't serve any purpose.
The next 0-2. And he fouls this one off.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Royals leave 1. Still down 3-0. Leading off the inning, Whit Merrifield, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Second baseman, Whit Merrifield.
First pitch on its way. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him.
He's been pitching really well so far in this one as we cruise into the middle innings. One of the big reasons why, 80% first pitch strike ratio. If he continues that, he might be able to finish this one.
Merrifield behind, a ball and 2 strikes.
You can tell this offense is getting frustrated, but this might be one you have to shower off. When a guy's locating like this, fastball at the knees and to both corners, it's going to be tough for them to do anything with it.
The 1-2. To short. Beckham ranges to his right. And Beckham's throw is in time at first, 1 away. So striding forward now, number 66. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
Yeah, Matty, you're seeing a lot of late swings on the fastball tonight because this guy has had everything working. He has them in the proverbial rocking chair.
The windup and the 0-1. Just a tick behind for a strike.
Pretty late with the swing there. As a pitcher, you have to recognize that and keep coming in with the hard stuff until he proves he can hit it.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2.
For my money, there's nothing better than a 3-pitch see you later. Well, look here. He gets him on his heels with strike 1, up against the ropes with strike 2, and then he KOs him on pitch number 3. Love it.
The right fielder, number 12, Jorge Soler.
In now, Jorge Soler. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Grounded foul toward the coaching box at third. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Curveball that time, not even close.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
The 1-2. Shot weakly to the left. Oh, and it sailed right over his head at first. And lucky for them, the right fielder's there to back up the throw. And he's going to make it up to second base safely as he's in there. My word. Now at the plate, Salvador Perez.
Number 13, Salvador Perez.
He's set. Here it comes. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
Now the 0-1. And a fastball just a bit up.
There is a base open here, so the option to work around him is there if they want to go that route.
Gets a small piece near the plate. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all as the inning is over. One left for Kansas City. They trail it here 3-0. So stepping in, Brian Goodwin. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Number 41 is there. One pitch, one out. A little bit over halfway home tonight, bottom of the 5th, as we get a look at our line score to this point. And boy, just one hit for these guys, and they have not swung the bats well. That's putting it mildly. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
The difference between 0-1 and 1-0 is so monumental, and this guy has been on top of his game all day, attacking the zone and getting ahead of these hitters.
Here's the 0-1. Grounded up the first baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike.
I really like how he's getting ahead early in the count. He's pitching aggressively, and what that does, it holds the pitch count down.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Very weakly on the ground. That's a foul ball. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. So put another 0 on the board as they've been. So coming to the plate, Raul Mondesi. They start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
The 2-1 home is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
I mean, that's just an awesome curveball right there. A 12-6 breaker with nasty downward tilt. You know, the game's getting back to that good 4-seam fastball breaking ball instead of the sinker slider guy.
Here's down the first baseline. And this will get on past Crumbo. It's a fair ball. He'll get it into second, but he'll be in there with a double. So quickly into scoring position here following the opposite field double. And as we take a look there at the Kansas City team leaders in that category, he's currently second best on this Royals ball club. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit down the third baseline. But a foul ball here. 0-1. Good lead off at second there. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Mondesi stands at second with no outs. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ball game for him.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
This is the bugaboo on the offensive side. You want to stay in there and work a guy's count and hopefully get into the bullpen. But when you find yourself 0-1 every time, hitting becomes even more difficult.
1-1 the count now. Now the 1-1 pitch. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Jones is under it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. Now at the plate, number 66. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First pitch of the at-bat. And that one just missed outside.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
Fouled away. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss.
You know, you don't face too many guys that have thrown a nasty splitter like he has today. He's had this lineup off balance all game with that pitch.
Hit on the ground to third. Nunez gloves it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, one man left on. Seventh inning coming up. In is Jorge Soler.
Leading off for the Royals.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
Fouled off. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
Still no balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2 once more. He is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
He's been in total control out there tonight. Gets the leadoff guy with a strikeout there, and it just seems like we've seen so many off-balance swings and weakly hit balls in this one.
First pitch on its way. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike.
Textbook pitching performance so far in this one as we move into the later innings. First pitch strikes, how about over 90%? That's about as good as it gets.
The windup and the 0-1. Second pitch is chopped foul right at home plate, and he's behind now 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate. Looking for his 10th strikeout. Here's the pitch. And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Now batting, but designated
Next
hitter,
batter to the plate, Brian Goodwin. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Popped him up. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. KC down in order. They trail in this one 3-0. And that brings in Hunter Dozier. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
I don't know if this is great deception by the pitcher, great arm action, or just bad offensive approach. They got to find a way to get something in the zone. Somebody's got to be willing to take a pitch, maybe move something the other way to kind of calibrate what the strike zone's going to be.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Right by him here, and he's set up for another strikeout here. The count to 0-2. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his third tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
the left fielder, number 4, Alex Gordon.
Here's the left fielder, Alex Gordon. As with one away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike one. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The 0-1 delivery. Missed with a breaking ball. skied in the air to straightaway left. Under it is the left fielder, and that's the second out of the inning. And that brings in the speedy Raul Mondesi Jr. And they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, that's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
First pitch coming. Here it is. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. It's 1-0.
That fastball really got away from him there. That's kind of a red flag for me that he's starting to tire or wear down a little bit. The first thing that goes is location, and then your mechanics. We'll see if this continues.
Now the 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike. The 1-2. And this is popped up. Back behind second. Beckham into shallow center. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Royals go down 1-2-3. Still down 3-0. Matt Albert will come on now and make his 55th appearance of the year.
Number 43, Matt Albert.
Good job there to slam the door for the win, and they finished the month with a bang, just the way you want to.
A 6-0 shutout to finish off tonight's game. The Baltimore Orioles jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Carlos Gomes earns his 5th winner of the year, allowing only a pair of hits in 8 full innings pitched. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. From my partners Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Orioles, 6 runs, 11 hits, 2 errors. They left 11 men on base. Kansas City, no runs, 3 hits, 2 errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 46 minutes. A reminder that Royals Express buses for downtown, Brown Center, Midtown, Plaza, Brookside, and Waldo are available for 1 hour after the final out on Lancer Lane along the third base side of the stadium.